Welcome back to the deep dive. You know, it's really something how technology is, well, it's not just changing things loudly, is it? It's sort of quietly reshaping our homes, our daily routines.
Almost sneaking in.
Exactly. The little things that just make life work a bit better. So today, our mission is a deep dive into this list you sent over everyday smart gadgets for modern living.
Right.
And here's the interesting part. We're not just going to list them off. No. We want to use this list, this collection, as a kind of window.
Okay.
See what it tells us about, well, us, our priorities now. What are we really looking for? Convenience,
Yeah.
efficiency, comfort. This list is like a snapshot, you know?
It really is. Like
Yeah.
a shortcut to the pulse of modern living, maybe.
That's it. All packed into these, 10 items? Okay, let's unpack it then, because just scanning the titles, you already start to see some real patterns emerging, some shifts in how we do things.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating, I think, is that it's not just, a random pile of gadgets. This specific list, it really acts like a mirror.
A mirror, how so?
Well, it reflects what we collectively seem to aspire to now, a home life that's more streamlined, yeah, but also more connected, more responsive to us.
Ah, responsive. That's a good word.
It's about tech making our spaces adaptive, not just functional. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it, looking at these? How many are already just normal, maybe even essential in your own life?
That's true. Things move fast. Novelty yesterday, necessity today.
Exactly. You might be surprised.
Okay, well, that idea of adaptation, of things becoming essential, that leads straight into our first big takeaway from this list. It's this huge rise of autonomy and connection in the home.
The home doing things for you.
Right. It's not just about pushing buttons anymore. It's about the home sort of anticipating.
Yeah.
And the list you gave us has some perfect examples.
Okay, like what?
Well, there's a smart robot vacuum, okay, smart plug, smart thermostat, and the smart home
The
assistant.
classics.
Right. And here's where it gets really interesting for me. So many have smart right there in the name. What does that actually mean for how we live? Is it really intelligence? Or just very, very clever automation?
That's the key question, isn't it? Smart. If we zoom out a bit, these aren't just appliances with Wi-Fi. They stand for this deep desire we seem to have to delegate tasks, delegate decisions even, to kind of offload the mental energy of managing the household minutia.
Right, the cognitive load you mentioned before we started.
Exactly that. The smart label points to these pretty sophisticated algorithms running quietly in the background. A smart thermostat, for example. It's not just a timer anymore, is it?
No, definitely not.
It might pull weather data, learn your habits, see if you're actually in the room, use your phone's location to guess when you're coming home.
All to save energy without me even thinking about it.
Precisely. That's reducing cognitive load. That mental space we waste remembering settings, making tiny adjustments, planning ahead.
That's powerful. It's not just saving physical effort, it's saving brain power. I mean, the smart robot vacuum. It's not just sucking up dust.
No,
It's mapping the room, learning where the table legs are, docking itself to recharge, picking up where it left off. It makes vacuuming this, background hum.
It completely reframes the chore, right?
Yeah.
From active work to just a ambient upkeep. Predictive, almost.
Yeah, predictive upkeep. I like that.
And it's all about building an environment that kind of flows with your rhythm, not the other way around, which makes the smart home assistant, well, that's the conductor, isn't it?
The central hub.
Yeah, the central nervous system for all these automated bits. It's not just for music or asking about the weather. It's the thing that ties it all together. Good morning triggers the lights, the thermostat, maybe even starts the coffee maker via smart plug.
All with one command. Or even automatically based on time.
Right. It shows how much we want this integrated ecosystem, devices talking to each other, anticipating what we need, so we don't have to constantly fiddle with things. But it does raise a question for you, listening. When more of these little decisions get handled by algorithms, is it purely freeing, or does it create a new kind of dependence? You have to trust these things work.
That's a good point. Trust is key.
Yeah.
Okay, so that shift from active control to this intelligent automation is huge. But the list also shows something else, doesn't it? This drive for what I'm calling micro-efficiencies.
Ah, yes, the smaller stuff.
Yeah, things that might not even have a smart chip, but they're still incredibly smart in their design. They just smooth out the little bumps in the day.
Makes sense.
Your list has the automatic soap dispenser, cordless handheld vacuum, those motion sensor night lights, an electric milk frother, and a portable blender.
Right. A different category, almost.
So what's the story here? Beyond the big smart stuff, There's this clear focus on making very specific, repetitive things, I don't know, faster, cleaner, just less annoying.
Less annoying is a big part of it. It's reducing friction. That's the key. These things, even if not connected smart, are smart in how they're designed. They target one specific pain point.
Like the soap dispenser.
Exactly, the automatic soap dispenser. Seems minor, right? But it's about better hygiene, sure, but also just less mess, touchless, smoother, no sticky pump. It eliminates a tiny everyday irritation.
Okay, I get that. And the cordless handheld vacuum, same idea.
Spot on. No cord to wrestle with, no hauling out the big machine for a few crumbs. It makes cleaning up spills immediate and effortless.
So you actually do it instead of thinking later.
Precisely. It fights procrastination on those little messes. It gives you back moments and maybe a little bit of mental calm because the small mess is just gone.
And the motion sensor nightlights.
Similar principle, different problem,
Right.
navigating in the dark. Instead of fumbling for a switch or blasting yourself with full light, it's this gentle, automatic illumination only when needed.
Safe, convenient, subtle.
Yeah, it shows we like tools designed for one specific job when it's something we do repeatedly. Hyper-focused solutions.
Okay, makes sense. And the milk frother and portable blender. That feels a bit different, more about enjoyment, ritual.
I think so, yeah. It taps into enhancing personal moments. The electric milk frother isn't just about foam, it's like democratizing the coffee shop experience.
Bringing the fancy coffee home.
Right. Saving time, saving money, adding that little touch of luxury to your morning routine, and the portable blender. That's about convenience supporting a lifestyle choice, like health.
Right, no excuse not to have that smoothie.
Exactly. Healthy eating on the go, at the office, wherever. It removes barriers, which again makes you think. How many other tiny moments in your day could be improved, made smoother, more effective, with just the right little tool?
It really highlights this demand for gadgets that solve one problem really, really well.
Quality of life enhancers, really.
Okay, so we've got the big automation and these micro-efficiency tools. But there's one more on your list that adds another really important layer, I think. It's not just about making things easier.
I think I know which one you mean.
Let's unpack it. Mixed in with all the convenience items, there's the smart doorbell camera. Now, what does that tell us? Adding that to an everyday list, it feels significant.
It absolutely is. If we connect this back to the bigger picture, the smart doorbell camera shows that modern living isn't just about ease and efficiency. It's also deeply intertwined with peace of mind, security,
Right?
and staying connected to your home base even when you're not physically there. It's a huge evolution from, say, a standard alarm system.
So,
Well, alarms are mostly reactive, right? They tell you after something's happened. A smart doorbell is proactive. It gives you eyes on your doorstep, real-time alerts, even the ability to talk to whoever's there.
yeah, it's a guardian, definitely. But it's also convenient, isn't it? Like for package deliveries.
That's the dual role. It's security and convenience, managing deliveries when you're out, especially with how much we shop online now, super useful. But yes, it's also a deterrent, a way to monitor who comes and goes.
Known or unknown visitors.
Exactly. It represents this shift towards an always-on awareness, integrated awareness. The recording, the motion alerts, the two-way talk, it gives you this powerful sense of control, of presence, even remotely.
It really changes the whole idea of home safety, doesn't it? From something static inside to something dynamic right at the front door.
Totally. And often these things link up with other smart stuff, right? Smart locks, maybe indoor cameras, lights, creating this whole security ecosystem you manage from your phone.
That's true. So for you listening, how does having something like this on an everyday gadget list change your feeling of safety, of connection? It extends your reach in a way.
Yeah, it brings that immediate outside world right at your door into a space you can monitor and manage. It's quite a profound shift.
It really is. And that idea of integration, of awareness, it helps pull everything together, doesn't it? The whole picture, these gadgets paint.
It's more than just individual items.
Right. When you look at the whole list again, the smart robot vacuum,
Yeah.
the thermostat, doing the thinking for you, reducing that cognitive load.
The automation piece.
Then a soap dispenser, the portable blender, nailing those specific tasks, making rituals better.
The micro efficiency.
And finally, the smart doorbell camera, weaving in security, that constant connection.
Peace of mind.
Yeah. There's a really clear story emerging here about how we want to live now.
There absolutely is. What's so fascinating looking at this collection, this everyday smart gadgets list, it paints this picture, almost an ideal, maybe, a lifestyle where Convenience. It's not a bonus anymore, it's baseline.
An expectation.
It's an expectation, exactly. Technology is just woven in now, seamlessly. The goal is saving time, yes, saving effort, definitely, but also right. Creating an environment that just responds. Your temperature is right, your coffee's perfect, you know who's at the door, all in with less and less active thought from you. This list, it's not just shopping suggestions. It feels more like a blueprint for a life that's deliberately optimized, comfortable, managed.
An optimized life.
Yeah, wow.
We've gone from automation to micro wins to integrated security, all just by looking at the names on this list of 10 gadgets. It's amazing how much you can unpack.
It really is. Just scratching the surface reveals a lot.
It's a good reminder to really look at the tools we use. Okay, so that naturally leads to a final thought, maybe a challenge for you listening.
Go for it.
Well, this raises a pretty important question looking forward. We've seen how this list focuses on automating tasks, boosting efficiency, enhancing security. So, what's next? What other parts of your daily life, the areas maybe not yet touched by these kinds of smart or streamlined solutions? What do you think is the next frontier for everyday smart gadgets?
Ooh, good question. What's the next friction point you'd love to see tech solve? What needs simplifying, or where do you want more peace of mind?
Exactly. Something to think about as you go about your week. Keep an eye out for how tech keeps weaving itself into our lives, subtly or not so subtly, and think about how you might define that next wave of smart living.
The future is happening now, in small ways.
It certainly is. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.